All of us, yes, that's a good note to start with. So, the tsunami story. So, I'll just brief you about why we have started doing this product Tsunami. So, my first venture was hyperlocal deal discovery platform, wherein we try to tie up with merchants and create exclusive offers for our customers through our mobile app, so that for offline shopping, it's totally offline shopping. So there we discovered that a lot of retailers were not communicating with us, or we built a lot of tech stack, but they're not able to update or push the offers over our dashboard or whatsoever. So that's a behavioral problem with the retailers. So there's no immediate adoption for the retailers. So on the way, we discovered that all brands have been sending offers to their customers, personalized offers to their smartphone customers. Not only that, there's a lot of spam coming in on your smartphone without you knowing what it is, and most of it's irrelevant. So we literally get frustrated with the SMS spam. So these are the top three problems all of us face today. SMS spam, uncontrollable and disorganized inbox. Even though there's DND enabled for us, there's direct process to operate from each of the categories, and deleting unwanted spam is still a regular task. And there are no automated reminders, though we receive a lot of SMSs about our credit card bill due dates, or your tickets. A lot of us have been fiddling with our smartphones during our flight journeys or our train journeys to check out the ticket which is long before booked. So these are the key problems. So we introduced SMS Tsunami. It's a #1 default SMS organizer app, wherein we use efficiently artificial intelligence to organize all those SMSs, which will literally save you time. And it's also anti-spam. You can literally have clutter-free inbox with no frustration, and contextual reminders to save you money. So we did exactly what Google did your inbox using AI, ML, and natural language processing. So wherein directly and indirectly we compete with Truecaller, Wallet, Google, and Facebook. So directly compete. Wallet is into financial organizing and all those stuff. So, but we are the only small company to compete with all the global giants in terms of SMS space and to become a default app on smartphones. So this is the competitive advantage. We are already talking with OEMs and financial institutions to tie up with actually bring wallet into our app, so that all our bills can be paid. So the technology which we built is unique, proprietary, because there's nobody, as per our knowledge, we are the first ones to organize all your data on the smartphone using AI. Early mover advantage to capture the market and building a contextual experience around your data. So it's not about just avoiding spam or organizing your SMS. The app works like Google Now. So I'll give you a typical example. Let's say you have an upcoming flight today, the app will remind you with the Uber coupon 6 hours before your flight. So another example would be, let's say your upcoming credit card bill or a recharge, your data is over. The app will automatically remind you with Paytm coupons or whatsoever without you searching for coupons. At the same time, it's contextual intelligence. So you need not search, so it reminds on its own to you. So this is the market we are aiming at for application to person messaging and SMSs. Universally, it's an $83 billion market, out of which Asia Pacific each $33 billion, and India stands for $10 billion. So the main target segment would be retail and BFSI, who efficiently use all these channels to communicate to a customer. So, and it is growing at a rate of CAGR of 4.2% from $57 billion. Maybe by 2024 it might reach $83 billion. So we have two different models. One is for B2B, the other one is for B2C. Wherein we take a 1 to 4% cut of each bill value which is being paid through our app. And big data consulting. This is very interesting for brands. Let's say I can go to Flipkart and say Flipkart only owns its own data, but whereas we understand the consumer behavior of our app users and help brands like any company in the world to predict the next purchase pattern of any consumer, or what are the interests, what they like, what they don't like. And we can also cross-sell products. Let's say you bought a TV, the app can cross-sell you a TV stand immediately. So there are a lot of use cases around it to cross-sell products at right point of context. Spam comes because when you're not interested in right timing, or when you're not interested in right product or service, that's where spam comes. So an inline advertising, replacing SMSs, retargeting using the consumer patterns and behavior. So out of our big data consulting, we can, it's a quarterly subscription for brands to get intelligence reports. We don't sell data, but we do make them understand the behavior and predictive analysis of the consumers throughout the world. So, and the 5 to 8 days for SMS. So, from our app users, it's free app with contextual advertisements, which are recommendations and not spam again. And a paid app, premium app, wherein it's a closed group. You can get exclusive offer from all the brands with limited offers, which is not available for the other users. And very premium level of recommendations and your SMS backup and other technical features. So this is the traction and market validation we have done. So we just updated our app last May 24th, and we got 3,500 users and got 23,000 app opens, and 83% are returning users. At least every user visits our app 2 times a week, and we have got 4.7 ratings, and they spend approximately 2 to 3 minutes on the app. We have crossed almost 260,000 plus screen views. So, and again, this is an outdated data. So, literally, we have almost 30 to 40% of active users every day coming onto our app. And team, this is my second venture. My first venture is a service-based IT service company, wherein I've done almost close to 1 crore turnover for our services for the last couple of years. So that's how we bootstrap. And the other team are totally tech enthusiasts who are already been a part of startups earlier. And our CEO Sudeep is a growth architect. He takes care of business development and marketing. So we are basically a very tech background team. So connects and funding, the exact need what we want is we want to connect with the Indian OEMs to become the channel partner for their default SMS app, retail chains and financial institutions and any telecom providers where we can help and want collaboration. So we're expecting a 500k USD as a fund, and wherein with that we can achieve actually at least 100k to 0.5 million users. We have already have a pipeline of customers who are ready to pay. Moment we reach 10,000 downloads. So we have 250 paying customers we are expecting, and the revenue is approximately half of what we want to raise, and it will last for 9 to 12 months. So 35% goes for brand building, user and customer acquisition, 50% we spend on building the technology and team, 50% on infrastructure and operations. This is going to be a very interesting slide for us. So it's not just SMS. SMS seems to be older stuff. It's just an onboarding point for us. But the entire roadmap is AI conversational bots. So what we want to do here is, we want to be next WhatsApp for business to communicate, business to person or customer messenger. We have WhatsApp to talk personally. There are a lot of other mediums and channels to communicate. But for a business, SMS, email, there are traditional channels which are not effective, and it's just a traditional mechanism for them to communicate. This app is going to help them talk on real-time topics. Let's say we are right now in a start coloring capital. There might be a group, you can just, no need to share your phone number, just join the group and start conversing with like-minded people. So it can be typically topic-based. It can be MG Road shopping, India versus Pakistan match, KFC must McDonald's, or Starbucks in Nagar, or job seekers in Bangalore. You can imagine any use case, any topic around the world. You can create and start chatting anonymously without spamming. And also not only that, here we introduce AI bots for brands to actually collect feedback, collect complaints, give you instant discounts or offers, and engage them with their AI bots. So there's a lot of efficiency is actually increased for them to keep a manual call support or email support or WhatsApp support, wherein we can entirely replace that and make sure a bot actually helps you understand the brand or product service you're expecting. So this will be a very good use case because let's say I'm new to Bangalore, I'm in Whitefield, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to get what, whatever be the case. Just join the group in Whitefield group and start conversing with your neighbors and get the things done actually. So this is going to be a future roadmap where definitely we're going to be a competitor for WhatsApp in terms of business to consumer messaging and not for personal messaging. So SMS is becoming redundant. We are going to kill it actually. And we'll be disrupting the SMS industry, taking B2C communication to a whole new level and to become a market leader in business, mobile messaging with AI and ML. So these are the media accolades. So we are one of the top 4 in NASCOM product conclave in Hyderabad last year. We got featured in many media houses as well. And these are some media accolades which we got recently. So we're part of Tata Elxsi Incubate and 10,000 startups. Just a couple of days back, we got shortlisted for Facebook Start. Earlier, we were part of Google Startup Launch. So I'm ending with the presentation, so we can go ahead with questions.
a lot of apps which do some of this, I just call it utility applications.
Yes, sir.
And there's a lot on the App Store. What's common on the App Store on utility applications is two things. One, the top 10 of the utility apps keep changing.
Yes.
Second, the retention of the utility apps is very low.
Yes.
So, what gives you confidence that those two will not be true for you?
So we're aiming to become a default message and SMS messaging app at this point of time. Why? Because people literally are frustrated with Google Messenger or any other messenger, except iPhone. Any Android user today, they're not happy with their existing SMS app because they are forced to use because there's one couple of apps which are already available. This uses, I think I can show you the demo right now. This uses efficiently organizes all the SMSs on the app, on the smartphone. So this is the, just a minute. Yeah, so these are the personal messages which I was talking about. So this is the ticket. If you see the interface of the app, this is the existing ticket, but this is the original SMS you received. This is where we want to show the same data in a different way altogether. So this gives a really good aesthetic feel for existing data on your smartphone, which gives importance whether it's an important information or not. Let's say I go to travel. So these are your travel. So you might not know, you might have a pizza, Domino's pizza coupon on your smartphone, but you simply go to Domino's and have a great pizza, but you're missing a great offer there actually. So there are a lot of important information which is hiding just because of SMS spam. You don't literally use to open it or something. But this makes the app users interesting because it gives you all set of data at with very clear patterns. So any business wants to communicate to you is not to just spam, to help you across for any kind of experience. So this is where brands can actually engage with you in a very different way so that they can reach you at right point of context, not just spamming, and also make sure whether the product or service they are introducing to you is for you interested or not. So otherwise it doesn't help users. So these are the different categories we're talking about. And let's say OTPs. So I click on the OTPs, OTP is copied. So these are the basic user experiences we have brought onto the app so that your messaging becomes much more simpler actually. So it's OTP is automatically copied. I click on that message, OTP is automatically copied. So this is the ticket. So this shows that from Yashwantpur to some other place in the date of journey. So you can share, delete or whatsoever. So basically we are bringing the organizing stuff to your smartphone so that it starts with SMS today, but tomorrow we're going to plug in your email. It can be of any data. So we'll literally become an organizing engine for any. You throw thousands of Excel sheets to this engine, it will give you important information. So that's the future we are looking at. SMS is just a starting point for us because today all of us have that pain point for us to enter into the market, and then the adoption starts actually. So this becomes a killer app for users. We also got pretty good ratings on Play Store and it's becoming virally built. We have already launched a closed beta last year actually. So we tested a lot even before we launched this actually. So even for our beta we had more than 1,000 users and we tested. We collected a lot of real-time feedback and then we built the product. This May we actually launched this original app.
And this does work on iOS?
No, actually, personally I've written to TechBook because for Apple what happens is there's no API, SMS API extension. So only Apple rules the messaging volume. They have introduced an iMessage or something. So they are also trying to do similar on iPhone as well. But given a chance, for us it's easy to do, but that access is not available for any developer at this point of time actually. Though the version of Android is available demand for iOS as well. Here we can say that it's a good app, but even companies like Microsoft is also trying to do something similar, but not to an extent what we have gone depth. Even Microsoft also has launched an SMS organizer app recently. So a couple of months back actually. So they also have seen a good response. But for us it seems to a big exit because it becomes a good piece for Truecaller or Facebook or a Google tomorrow to actually get things done. So since it's not going to be a simple SMS app, it's going to be a totally different utility for communication for businesses to consumers and vice versa. Thank you.